Assalamu alaikum student. This is the third lecture related to the topic of sustainability. During first lecture we have discussed about sustainability, its true meaning and its application in different fields of life. During second lecture related to the topic we have discussed about sustainability with special reference to textile industry. Also, the 3 R's concept of sustainable design. And during third part, means during this lecture, we will discuss about sustainable clothing created by recycling and also the role of fashion industry related to the topic. As we have already discussed, the textile industry is the second largest industry which is contaminating the world. And increase in the demand of fashion product is a major reason of this contamination. It is now also a proved fact that 20% of the world water is contaminated due to the result of textile industry activities. And if the behavior of textile industry remain persistent, then soon all the natural resources will be vanished. The problem of pollution is not related to any specific people or country. It's a universal issue. So there is urgent need to move towards a more circular economy. Students, do you know the average life of any garment? Have you ever think about it? The average life of any garment is a period of 3 years. After 3 years, it can be thrown away due to any damage, or it can be replaced due to change in fashion. On average, it is discarded and no longer in use. It ends as a landfill instead of being recycled or reused. And in household garbage, the textile consists of 3% by weight. About 85% of the clothing go to landfills, and just 1% of the clothing articles are recycled. With the growth of textile industry, the environmental damage also increases. You may have noticed that while purchasing any apparel or clothing, we are very much attracted by the vibrant colors, prints, fabric finishes, and factors like that. But all of these factors are achieved by using different toxic chemicals. Next to agriculture, textile dyeing is the second largest cause of water pollution. Many researchers have shown that the chemicals which are used during dyeing are already banned or strictly prohibited in different countries because they are toxic. In recycling of fabric or clothing, the fabric is reused or a new fabric is recovered by recycling process from the old one, in which the old fabric is used as a raw material. The recycling process for natural or synthetic fabric both is different. Students, you will be surprised by knowing about the fact that 70% of the world's population uses second-hand clothing. Or you can say that while considering the ratio of old clothing, 70% is used as a second-hand clothing. Raw material gained from the recycled fabrics are cheaper and cost less. This is a very attractive feature for the manufacturers. For recycling process, the collected garments are sorted and graded as natural, synthetic, or the blended fabrics. This is a difficult and time-consuming task, and it is done by the workers. And during this visual inspection by workers, the good quality clothing is sent to charity, or it may be sold as second-hand clothing. The clothing in very poor condition or damaged textiles are sold as rags. The other materials will be sent for fiber reclamation and stuffing. Fibers from the old fabrics are reclaimed and later used for making new garments. And if the threads are pulled out from the fabric, it later used for reweaving new garments or for knitting or maybe for making of blankets. Blankets which are made from wool are also available in Faisalabad. These blankets are made on a loom, weaving loom, and these are made from the wool which is pulled out from old sweaters. Both natural and synthetic fibers can be recycled this way. Recycling process of different types of fiber. After the collection of old clothing, all these clothing materials are sent to shredders. Shredder is a big machine which convert the clothing items into small pieces and later into fibers. These fibers are called shoddy. These fibers are staple fiber, means it has a very short length. So these fibers are weaker in strength. Later, based on its end use, the other stronger fibers are blended with these fibers in order to improve its strength. The blended mixture is then carded. These fibers are then straightened up and later spun for weaving or knitting. The garments after shredding or in shoddy form have different uses, like these are used in furniture padding, panel linings, stuffings, car insulations, roofing felts, and have many other uses also. Do you know that cotton clothes which are recycled are also used for making paper? Very low percentage of clothes are reused in many creative ways by fashion designers to make fashionable garments, bags and other accessories. Especially this practice is done by Western designers. In Pakistan, we don't have such practices or examples. Fibers are also made from recycling of plastic bottles, which are later used for the production of active sportswear. There are industries in Karachi which are supplying yarn made from plastic bottles. Now we will discuss the practices used in fashion world in relation to textile recycling. Students, you may have heard the phrase that fashion is a dirty business. And when you talk about sustainable fashion, the one approach which is very popular these days is a zero waste designs. Zero waste designs are the effort of designers around the globe with the concept that minimum waste is produced during pattern cutting and fabric construction. Students, you may have noticed that a lot of the fabric is wasted after the pattern cutting. For example, if you are cutting a shirt, then the fabric across the both selvage, after measuring your total width of the shirt, is wasted. The fabric which is present against the sleeve cap is also wasted after pattern cutting. So almost it is a common estimation that 20% of the fabric is wasted by such type of traditional pattern cutting. Zero waste technology or zero waste designs are totally opposite to these traditional cutting and pattern. You also may have practiced zero waste designs not knowing about that these are zero waste techniques. Like you must have made the garments like kimonos, saris, ponchos or kaftans in which minimum fabric is wasted after cutting, pattern and sewing. Currently there are many approaches and techniques of zero waste designs which include draping, pattern cutting and knitting. With the introduction of fashion and rise in demand of clothing, the sustainable and ethical fashion design is a most discussed phenomena now. There are many designers who have worked on zero waste technologies in creating garments with minimal waste. These designers are not only successful but also change the fashion concept with an innovative approach to zero waste design. In West, the concept of sustainable and eco fashion is very popular. But in Pakistan, people are slowly converting and thinking about the phenomena of sustainable fashion. This slow transition is maybe due to the factor of lack of education. Many world famed companies have also worked on eco fashion, and by doing this, they not only attract the customer attention but also earned a good name, like the Adidas, which is world famed for its sportswear. Adidas designed sports shoes by recycling ocean waste and plastic bottles. Different techniques based on zero waste concept is used, one of which is jigsaw puzzle technique, in which a designer is required to cut pieces and join them aesthetically, whereas in various draping techniques using with jigsaw puzzle techniques are also used, in which no pattern is required to make the garment. Since zero waste designing technique is about minimizing or reducing the waste, so it is very popular among designers and manufacturers. Like jigsaw puzzle technique, the other technique which is based on zero waste design is a subtraction cutting technique. In subtraction cutting technique, the negative spaces during pattern making are cut in the design pattern, whereas in normal pattern cutting or traditional pattern cutting, we always cut the positive spaces. The third technique, which is based on zero waste design, is direct panel on loom. In this technique, a computer is attached with a loom which helps during weaving in order to measure the garment sections. The segmented garment pieces are later stitched together by hand. No fabric is wasted during this process. Moreover, this method also believed to be decrease the usage of yarn, dyes, chemical, and also believed to reduce the time of manufacturing to 50%. It also has a huge impact on the environment by saving the 70 to 80% of the water in comparison to other garment manufacturing processes used commercially. While predicting the future of fashion industry, experts and designers believe that all the traditional practices which we use today like cut, sew, pattern will be diminished in next 10 to 15 years. And technologies like 3D printing, 3D knitting and zero waste designs will pave the way for better sustainable fashion in apparel and garment industry. Many of the Western institutes and industry have already begun offering these types of techniques, but in Pakistan it is very difficult to implement it on a larger scale due to the expensive it involves, like expense of training the labor, new dynamics of traditional pattern making setups, and the expense of latest machinery. Students, with this, we are end up with the third and last part of sustainability. Sustainable clothing, eco fashion and green product. Next time we will meet with a new topic. Stay safe and positive. Allah Hafiz.